babes. How are you? How are you doing? Hi. Hello. Hello. Hairstyle. I'm playing in my hair. I pull it out. I comb it back. I pull it out. I comb it back. But to be honest with you guys, it's been a fun day. A lot of work, a lot of activities, and that's what I enjoy. I enjoy having lots of things to do. I am a person that don't like to be bored. So I find things to do to occupy my time, to become adventurous and um, to make meaning out of our life, meaning out of this world. Such a beautiful world, isn't it? And the whole point of it is that we human beings are supposed to make the best of it and make it fun as it lasts, as we last in it, because we do get older, and when we get older there are some things we can't do anymore. Things that we used to do, we can't do them no more. And the good thing is that at least we're able to recognize when we're getting older and what should we do when we're getting older, because we have to put things into place to find interesting things to do when we're getting older. So, guys, on TV they're describing Westmoreland on TV. The parish of Westmoreland, they're talking about it. Yeah, that's my other home away from Kingston home. But as I was saying, um, yesterday was my birthday and I played games, and I was just thinking because, I was sharing my experiences with so many people, and it was just such a laughing stock at me. I mean, they laughed at me. They laughed at me. They say, "You fool! You fool!" I said, "What did I do?" I said, they're like, "You didn't do it right." I said, "What did I do?" But I thought when you're playing the game and you're winning, if you're playing the machines, the gaming machines, and you're winning, then that's a great thing, isn't it? Everybody gets excited and you scream and it lets off adrenaline rushes and stuff. And isn't this what the older folks do when they all go out to play the slots and stuff like that? They enjoy it. And that's why they keep going back. But I thought when you play the slots and you're winning and stuff, you put it back in because you give back to where you're getting the money from. It's not your money, you're getting it from the machine. So you're not gonna rob the machine. If you're winning, you put it back. If you need money or so, maybe you can take your winnings, but you go back the next day to give back the machine that money, because that's where you get it from. I don't know if I'm thinking right, but everybody is laughing after me and looking at me strangely. So I'm just here to clarify my mind, because I just think in life, yes, guys, in life, wherever you get money from, because this is what, people talking to me and they're sharing. So I'm like, but in life, when you get money from somewhere, isn't it most logical? Because we liberals, we love to think logically most of the time. We hardly think with our hearts. We think logically because liberals are scales. We're like a machine. We're not, you see, like most of the other horoscopes are like um lion or dog or a cat or a pig or whatever. They have lamb, all sorts of animals, or a horseman or something like that. Where Capricorn is like horseman, so the people emulate the because of the stars in the sky, the universe. People emulate the horoscope by the birth. When they were born, they behave like the animal of which the sign of the stars in the sign had aligned themselves with. So, for instance, let's say you might be a python, which is two fish, and you notice the fish swims in two different directions. So, that person would be fish like, um, in life when they're moving. Yes, they move like a fish, take them time. Well, fish aren't really so quick, so they move a bit slower, but at the same time, they go in two different directions. So sometimes they'll be going this way, and then after next time them turn and start go that way. So in the sense of where they're aiming at, you'll never know because they change their minds regularly. So for instance, those are people that might change their career. Today they might say, okay, I'm going to be a teacher. And then tomorrow they say, I'm going to be a nurse. And then the next day they say, I'm going to be a businesswoman. And the next day they say, no, I want to be a movie star. The next day. So each time they swim in two different directions. That's like a Pisces. But like a Libra now, Librans are like a scale. They have to be balanced, and I'm a machine, so I don't go on like any kind of animal. I go on like a machine where I have to weigh things, calculate things out, because a Libra and a machine is like a computer, so we're very calculative. So in my thinking of trying to understand this money thing, from my perception, why do people work and make money? It's to pay their bills and to live comfortably. Yeah, that's logical enough, I would say. And then in addition, they would get the money to share. Yeah, to share where with who they get it from. There was a concept in the Bible that said um, they gave this one. I can't remember. I'm always confused. But there was a story where you give one man a certain amount of money, a next man a certain amount of money, a next man a certain amount of money, and the one who invested their money and made a profit on it keeps getting more. The other one who saved their money and did not do anything with it but gave back the exact amount of money um, was seen as someone being lazy or not so wise. So the they didn't give back that person didn't get back that money once they turned it over. That was just it, because they didn't multiply. They just kept that money and then they just turned it over. And then the other one, there was one now who, I suppose, buried their money, and the ants and the roaches ate it. Is that how the story goes? And then that person totally lost all the money. And the person who gave them the money was just so traumatized and said, "You are the foolest one of all, because I gave you the money and to see what you would do with it, because that's the gift and that's the blessing. And you made the roach eat it. You didn't have nothing at all to give back to me, which you don't have no use for money then, or you don't know what is the use of money, or you don't need it. The one now who I gave it to, that saved it, yes, they kept it in a safe place and was able to give back the person their money, but they gave back the exact amount that they were given from the individual. So the person was like, "Yeah, you're bad and not so bad, but you know, if you really knew how to work the money and use the money, you would turn it over to profitize. You wouldn't just keep it there staring on it like you're frightened for it, and then give me back the same thing. So therefore, you don't really need it. So it don't make sense me give you back anyway." So the one who had multiplied it and turned it over and gave back where they got the money from with interest, I guess that was the whole fascination. So that person keeps getting more money upon more money because they're fascinated in the way how they multiply. Now, me as a Libran, I calculate out all that story and everything. So that's why in everything I do, if I get the money from the machine, then I'm gonna say, because remember it's me alone that went out to this party and this hangout spot, right? Because it's my birthday and I am alone and it's me by myself and I. So me, myself, and I went out to have a grand time at my hangout spot, and I did. But at the same time, I got the gift of money to play the machine. So if you get the gift of money to play the machine, and it's the machine that give you the money, anyway, it's from that source that gave you the money. Yes, the person who owns the machine or whatever. Then I'm gonna calculate it and say, why not give back the machine the money? What is looking at me? You crazy? You crazy? I don't know, but I calculate it out to say, if I get the money from the machine, then I must multiply because I'm having so much fun. I'm winning. I'm doing bonuses, and the money's like ling 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 all over the screen, and I'm like smiling and like, oh, I'm winning, great. There was no friend with me, no family with me to say, hey, you want some of this money to go play in some of the machine too and see, try your luck. Nobody was there with me, so what? I gave it back to where it came from, in the machine. Doesn't make sense me go take it out and go give people away ungrateful. Eh? And never come play with me. I never don't even want to play with the machine. You have some people that don't even like the machine, you know. They don't like going to play games. They hate it so badly. And then you're gonna take out your money out of the machine, take out the machine money, go give people who hate the machine. I am sorry. But you guys made me made me laugh. When it cost me from my understanding, if you're playing with the machine, you play with the machine and you give back the machine where you're getting it from. In the same way, if a man was to give you money, think about it, ladies, or gentlemen too, because you know I speak to everybody because it's a one love thing. I definitely love everybody, and the only two sexes we have in the whole human race. So, ladies and gentlemen, but I know most of our ladies, men always give the ladies money, because you know ladies love money. And we love money, we love money, so we always work hard to get the money and to spend and to buy things to our comfort, to fix up our home space, to pay our bills, so we know have life so hard and whatever. So men are always giving us money. Tell me the truth. A man is going to be giving you money. You're gonna tell me, say you're not gonna give him back money? You're not gonna give him back some? Or give him some even with interest if you turn it over and make some money from what he gives you? Be honest now. Let me see what kind of brain do I have, or is me have a malfunction in brain? But from being a scale and a liberal, if a man giving me money and I can turn it over and profitize on it, it's more than likely, even if I turn it over and profitize and can pay my bills with it, I am going to give him back the money because it's him I get the money from. Who else me gonna give the money to? Me can't give it to nobody else. If you come and give me some money, now me gonna give you back some money then. Yeah? But it's not right when you look upon it and you now give me no money, but you come to get money from me all the time. You are not even giving me a service, you're not giving me a help, you're not helping me in any way whatsoever. But then you're coming and wondering what me do with the money, and you want it and you want it. Me can't give you the money, me gonna give back the person who give it to me to pay my bills and to multiply, because that's just logical thinking in my brain as a Libran. That's what just what the Libran say. If you help me to make that money and to get that money, then me give you some, me share some with you, and me share it, because that's what money is for. Money is for spending. So a lot of people seem to always get confused as to, what they should do with money when they get it. Some people get scared, some people get frightened, some people say money is evil. I'm like, how can money be evil when the whole world is working to do that trade, to collect money to buy something? And if that is what the whole world teaches you to go out and work the money to purchase whatever you want and pay your bills and to educate your kids and to you know spend it in whichever way you want to, then how can it be bad? I'm just confused. So when they're laughing at me say me give back the machine, I'm like, the point is that that was where I was. It was the machine that gave me, so I give it back to the machine, because I think that's just the best place to put it, back where it came from. Wouldn't you think so? Tell me. I don't know. But my dears, one life to live, and you have to think through it and think logically. And as I said, I had a wonderful talk with the universe last night, looking up at the stars and in communion with it and communicating. And I just love it because when I'm ready, I just lay down, sleep under the stars, and inhale the fresh air of the whole universe and make connection. And those bring a little peace over myself and in my life. So, guys, I'm just wondering, what do you think? And if you have any questions about, you know, how to make money and what to do with it when you get it, to keep it, because you have to know when you get money, everybody gets money because that's just the activity of life. That's what life gives you. In America, the way how they do it, they say even from in the school days, the children going to school, they're building up on their credit potential. So when they come out, they automatically have access to, money, because from they're going to school and studying, that is like a work. That is like a work. That is an investment. You understand? The government um, invest into the child when they say they give them social security. According to Jamaica, we give out TRN. So that is like an insurance, a tax paid insurance, because we maneuvering every day in life. We're maneuvering every day. So being up and about, buying school stuff, buying food, buying items, personal items. If your parents buying it for you, it's an investment into the child. Yes, guys. So when you spend on your child to educate your child, or to develop your child's ability, it is an investment you're investing in the same way you would invest into a business. Yeah, some people look on it and say, it's your child, how can you invest in your child? What do you want? No, it is an investment. From you have to be spending money on it to grow it. Maybe if you never even have to be spending money, it wouldn't seem so much like an investment. It would come in like, maybe charity, because you spend your time more, you spend your time, but it's still time is money, because you could have been using your time to go look an extra job that you could be earning from. And nowadays our children, hey, they want more money than anybody else. If you don't mind shop, they want more money to spend more than you, the adult. You paying the bills and everything, and them just ready to just spend. So nowadays children is a different thing. I mean, I know how the people them having so many kids at once and going on like them is some big deal them doing. But I'm like, you bring hardship on yourself and breed poverty in your family and in your life. So you can't go blaming other people when you hatch out all 3, 4, 5, 6 children and can't afford to take care of them, and then you have to throw them out on society to maintain, because then if society have to maintain them, that means it is society's investment, because society would now have to spend on that child, educate that child, to grow that child up with the expectation that it is going to give back to the society of which that have brought that child up. So if you as a mother feel say you're going to hatch out your child and just abandon it on society and run off and leave it and send it to school and get it a good education, so that at least and teach it something that when it becomes an adult it have something that it can earn from, and somebody else is going to do it for you, and then you're going to sit back and relax and reap the rewards, you might just be in for a big surprise, because life doesn't work like that, and money doesn't work like that either, because where money came from and is given to you, it is expected to come back to them. That's just how money works. So if you can't understand the flow of money and how it works and why it works, you need to take a lesson in money flow, and you'll realize, and try it yourself, and you'll realize it's just simple as that. Wherever you're getting money from, or you have been getting money from, it is an expectation that it will go back there. It will always go back there. And once it can't go back there and it keeps coming out and you keep getting it and you're putting it elsewhere, it's gonna stop. It's gonna be dead. And then you wonder why your money died. The money died because when it was coming out, you did not put it back or gave it back to the person you got it from. Yeah? You didn't give it back to it, because even if it's a bank loan, if you get a bank loan and you don't pay back that loan, then how are you going to get back any loan from that particular bank? You understand? So in everything that you do, you have to have that in consideration. Say, okay, if I am going to keep the money flowing, if I am going to be instrumental in this life of living, and I am going to keep the money flowing, then it is a good idea to try and give back where it is coming from. And this way it will continue to flow. And even if you can turn it over and make a profitize on it and bring an interest onto it and give back with an interest, that is even better, because the more the merrier, they say. That is what them talking, the more the merrier. You understand that if somebody lend you $1,000, you can give them back 1,100, or 1,200, and that is good. That is good money growth practice, But the thing is, you have to know that and recognize that where it came from, and try your best to work towards giving back. Sometimes it can be a bit hard, because you have other people who know, not understanding, and them coming on you, them want the money where somebody gives you that, and them want the money that person gave you to give them. And if that person didn't give you the money to give them, how them going to demand it, say them want that money? No. They can't demand that them want the money that person give you for you to do for yourself. If you want to take up your money now and share some of it with the person, but you can't take up all of your money that somebody gives you to go and give it to them. Because even if I was in the casino playing my game with a family member or a friend and was winning, I am not going to take up all the money that I am winning in the machine and give to my friend to play into his machine. I take up some of it. So for instance, I might win $1,000. I am not going to take up the whole $1,000 and give my friend who supposed to be playing to build up his credit and his points into playing. The thing is, you have to, in everything you do, you have to learn it. So if I am gonna share with my friend, I maybe would give him, I might win 1,000, I might give him 100 out of it. I'm gonna take up the whole 1,000 and give him to play. And if I feel like putting in my 900 into the machine, and the machine did give me the $1,000 in the first place, so you can't be mad at me and cussing me and laughing after me and say, if me normal and me not think straight because me not do it right because you did want the money. But it's me go and play the game and the machine gave me the money. So me give it back to the machine. If you did want somebody money, you would have come and play the game with me too. Or you would have even said to me, when you win, don't put in all of the money. Bring some of the money come so me could have get none. But nobody never said that to me. They just said to me, enjoy yourself, enjoy your birthday and have fun. So me no know say other people was having money issues or money problems. Because your money problem is not my money problem and me give you that problem. Me I do my work. You supposed to do your work and you're supposed to do things to figure out how to make money too, in the same way how I have to do things to figure out how to make money too. And try not waste money because sometimes you invest in some things and it take a longer time to yield, and sometimes you invest in some things and you take shorter times to yield over. Like with the casino, that's a shorter time to yield over. But with children, that might take a longer time to yield over because sometimes you are investing to a child. Well, education is a little longer, but some children you're educating them in like performance, like acting and drama, and when you look by the time them 2, 3, them start making them money, them start turn over them money because they you put them into the industry and them start working from early. You understand? I did that with my daughter. I mean, my daughter was a child model from she 1 year old. She earned. She started yielding is up until she get big now, and then when them ready, them want to change career path. But I'm like, money has been invested in you, education has been invested in you into this type of skill or talent that you have. You can't just waste it like that and throw it away like that and feel so mommy have money to spend. So you know have to continue with your performances or your modeling and you do your appearances and stuff. It not works so because that is like a waste of money, waste of my money and my time that I had invested in you. So these things is what a lot of people do not understand, that the universe speaks out. The universe watches over us and it speaks out and it sees if you're a waste or you conserve, how do you take care of, how do you maintain and sustain things. You have to maintain and sustain your skills, your education, your talents, how you maintain them, and you're being rewarded according to how you take care of it. Now, if you have all these gifts and talents and you have expound upon it by spending money to develop up more, then sweetie pies, yeah, there's more to get out of it because you have invested more into an ability that you were even born with. Yeah. So I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out why people still is confused about money and how it works and why I do what I do with money, because as I say, money is for spending and investing and turning over. And I am only being calculative and following what the words say, the good words say. Yeah? You're supposed to turn it over and multiply in all things that you're doing. And if you can't turn over and multiply even the very money that you're given, then it's like you bring a curse upon yourself. So I don't know. I don't know what goes on in other people's head. But that's what I do. I give back to where it's coming from, and that's how the blessings keep flowing. Yeah? If you give me something, I give you back, and I might give you back more than what you give me. Yeah, because I'm grateful and I'm appreciative and I'm thankful. Yeah? So, people out there who are having it hard and who I don't even know, but you know, have it hard, and they say, a lot of people say, yeah, Chrissy, I watch your videos all the time, I listen to you, I this and I that. A lot of them is shy, and they don't know how to verbalize or communicate But it's nice when they inbox me and say, continue doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job, and I love it and I like it. And I just keep doing more, because it's the same way I behave. It's the same way money behave. It's the same way the universe behave. It's the same way the whole world behave. If you show appreciation and gratefulness for something, you are bound to get more of it. And the way to show appreciation and gratefulness of whatever it is that you're getting, even if it's my mouth and my chatting, my stories, yeah, is to tell the person thank you. Just like how they tell me all the time, Chrissy, I love listening to you, I love watching your show, thank you for your share or whatever. Just say a simple thank you. And I am grateful, because every little bit, even if I might not do it for I might not do it for a long time. Oops, somebody calling me now on my phone. Ah, I am in a live show. I am in a live show, but at least, you know, sometimes I get calls and try to figure out what is happening, because some people are interested in hearing what I have to say. And even though somebody said, Lord, you chat too much, especially my kids. Not really my kids. My son is the one that would say, I'm a mom, them, and my dad, them. Sometimes they say, you chat too much, stop chatting now. But I'm on a live show. I'm on a live show. So I am just sharing with my people the thoughts on how money flows, and hearing a lot of people with the money problem and money issues and stuff like that. I'm like, why is it there a money issue and a money problem if mainly it's that some people do not practice good money care? Because money comes to those who work it. You can make money by selling your labor, you can sell your services, or you can even sell items. So money should not be an issue for anybody. And then in addition, when money is being spent or given to you, if you don't give back to where it is coming from, it'll go stop. It won't come back to you. And then you're going to wonder, why me can't get no money? Why me broke and why them have money? Because the one who gives back to where they get from will keep getting, because it's a multiplication thing. There's a growth that keeps happening. So just to remind my peeps that, that is what it takes to have money in life. When you're wondering why some people have money and why some people don't, that is the main reason. And it's when they get the money, they don't waste it. In the sense, waste means they spend it on something that they cannot get back from. You can't get back nothing from. So therefore, it's like a dead spend. So if you suppose you get $1,000, and that is all you get in your name, and you take up the $1,000 and spend it on something you can't get it back from, you know you're a broke. But if you get $1,000 and you spend $100 out of it on something that you can't get back, you still have $900 to spend on something that you can get back something from. So nobody is saying you cannot spend your money on things that you can't get something back from. But I'm just saying you can't spend it all. You can't spend all you have on something that you can't get back nothing from. You understand? So you have to budget. You have to prioritize. You have to find a way to say, okay, out of my $1,000, I am going to use 100 to give to that person that me not gonna get back nothing back from them. Them is just ungrateful. Them is just a total case. Me call that charity, because that is what charity is. Charity, sometimes you give to something to somebody, and you're not gonna get nothing back from them. Sometimes you can't even get a thank you back from them, because the person or the animal might can't even talk to say thank you. But you can't take up everything and give to the charity. You're broke. You can't even go and buy your grocery and you buy your food because the charity can't even do that for you. Because the charity is just that cause. You understand? So you have to make sure, you have to be realistic. Some people take up everything, them a look blessing from God, so them are gonna give them charity everything because God are gonna bless them. Sweetie pie, God don't bless foolishness. So if a person is foolish and does foolish things, God can't bless them either. I am just saying. What's the talk on the phone? Okay, so later. So my dears, as I am saying, a lot of my people is still having that challenge as to how is it that you're going to survive out there should be having a money problem if they follow the laws of money. And the laws of money is you have to give back to where you went from. Yeah? If you can't give back to make it flow, it'll go done. Yeah? So later, have a wonderful evening now. Bye.